What am I hearing?
Okay. No, when I say starters for the Pioneers. Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to Robbie Jones Field at Dixon Stadium. Today's games are Heart of America Conference games and feature the Park University Pirates and the MNU Pioneers. These games are scheduled for 7 innings. Let's meet the starters for the Pioneers. In right field, a senior from Shawnee, Kansas, number 2, Joey Calamayo. In center field, a junior from Olathe, Kansas, number 1, Drew Woodley. In left field, a junior from Adelaide, South Australia, number 22, Sean Maple. At shortstop, a senior from Elkhart, Indiana, number 10, Bryson Sherwood. At third base, a junior from Salinas, Puerto Rico, number 27, Javi Melendez.
Gilpy and Barry.
At second base, a senior from San Nicolas, Aruba, number 16, Dio Cornett. At first base, a sophomore from Whittier, California, number 25, Noah Castillo. Catching, a junior from Commerce City, California, number 5, Caleb Egirin.
Number 20.
A junior from Reno, Nevada, number 20, John Berry. Today's designated hitter is a sophomore from Glendale, Arizona, number 26, Josh Martinez. The Pioneers are coached by Ryan Thompson. He's assisted by Colton Punches, Zach McLeod, Keon Barron, and Nathan Torres. Fans, please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats or render a salute if you are a veteran of military service as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mid-America Nazarene University. Robbie Jones Field at Dixon Stadium for today's Heart of America Athletic Conference doubleheader between the MNU Pioneers hosting the Park Pirates. I'm MNU Sports Information Director Chad Jenkins, joined alongside men's basketball great Brooks Langer.
Thank you for having me, Chad. It's a great day for baseball. So on the mound for the Pioneers today is number 20, John Berry, a junior out of Reno, Nevada. John is entering in with this is his 9th appearance. He has a 2-0 record, 4.87 ERA, pitched 20 in the 3rd innings, giving up 20 hits, 16 runs, 11 of those runs being earned. Walked 22 batters, struck out 25.
Yeah, opponents hitting 253 against him. He's very hard to hit, but those 22 walks can attest he's not hard to reach baits against. And he will hit you and throw it wild as well. 7 HBPs, 5 wild pitches. Hard to hit, but if he can reel it in and throw strikes, he can dominate, which he did at Central Methodist a few weeks ago.
Hopefully those park guys read the scouting report and put on some extra pads today.
Let's hope they didn't and they swing freely. That would be really helpful. That was part of the success at CMU. They were aggressive, swinging early, as they had just destroyed us, like 19-3 or something. And then John Barry comes in game 4 and just shoves.
So up to face Barry first is the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez. He has led off. This is his third time leading off in the series. Led off both games yesterday.
And here we play.
First pitch of the day from Barry is in there for a strike, 0-1. Good start. Good pitch on the outside corner, 0-2.
That's a really good sign so far, obviously. 2 painted fastballs from Barry.
Making the glove pop. 0-2, outside, ball 1.
He throws hard. He's got really good stuff, kind of a crossfire delivery, a little Chris Sale action out there.
1-2 pitch to Rodriguez is fouled away.
Beautiful day today. What do we got? 60 degrees, breeze blowing from right to left. Sunny and clear.
1-2 pitch is outside, 2-2. Barry out of the windup, 2-2. Inside, 3-2, full count. Started up 0-2. Rodriguez has worked his way back to 3-2.
Big early pitch from Barry.
3-2 pitch is rung him up. Got him on strike 3 at a pitch at the knees. Rodriguez has some words for the home plate umpire. Not a good start for Alex Rodriguez getting on that umpire. Might cost him later. Alex Rodriguez just got thrown out of the game. Is that right?
Yeah.
So arguing balls and strikes, the first batter of the day is thrown out of the game. Wow.
And that is, he can't play game 4 either, I don't think.
Man.
I got a replay. Let me see exactly what Scott, this is Scott the umpire.
Number 10, Billy Rivera.
Let's have a look and see from camera 2 what happened there.
Now
That was low. I'll give him that. That should have been ball 4, but
Man.
Scott said, nope, that clipped the knees. We can see from camera 3 as well where that actually,
Big strike zone today from Scott.
as per usual.
1-1 count to the shortstop, Billy Rivera. Sorry.
Clicky, clicky.
Ball is off the zone, 2-1.
What position is Alex Rodriguez?
Third base.
So we'll see who trots out there in the bottom half of this inning.
2-1 pitch is swung on viciously and missed. Counts even at 2-2. Pitch from Barry is in the dirt. Ball 3. 2 full counts to the first 2 hitters.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happened to Alex Rodriguez. Strike 3. No way, bro. That's terrible, bro. All right, just go back to the dugout and shut up. Well, that's a ball. Kept talking, and you're gone.
3-2 pitch from Barry is fouled away.
So let's see exactly how low that pitch was from the side angle. Get that in a second.
The deal from Barry. High, ball 4. Billy Rivera takes first base, and that will bring up Bryce Dye. Bryce Dye is DHing today.
Batting third, designated hitter number 22, Bryce Dye.
Yeah, that ball's down. Not worth getting kicked out over, but it was down.
So out of the stretch is Barry. He misses outside to the tall left-handed hitter, Bryce Dye.
Dye hitting .351, 3 doubles, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. And this is 18th start. Sorry.
Ball 2.
So as you can see, that full count pitch to Rodriguez, imagine where we'd be now if it was called a ball. 2-0 count to the 3-hole after back-to-back walks. But he's a pitch away from a double play and getting out of the inning.
2-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Count stands at 2-1 now. Bryce Dye looks to be a double play candidate. Outside, ball 3. Big strike here from John Barry. That is ball 4 outside. So back-to-back walks now from John Barry, and Caleb Aguirre will... Nope, thought he was going to go out and talk about it, but John Barry's got it.
This is what he does.
He
Strikes
will,
people out and walks people.
Catcher number 25.
he will now face the catcher, Ricardo Hernandez.
Hitting .284, 6 doubles, 2 homers, 19 RBIs. And this is 24th start.
Yeah, Ricardo had a good day yesterday. A couple of bloop hits, but also hit the ball hard a couple times. Had a double in the gap in the first game.
First inning, right? Hammered it off the left center wall.
Pretty sure he scored on the next batter when Zane Morrow went yard. 0-1 pitch to Ricardo. Swung on and, that ball's going to get into center field past Sherwood's glove. And 1 run will score, and Bryce Dye will advance to second base on an RBI single.
How close were we to a double play right there?
Man, just a maybe nick of the glove.
Runner.
.27. Pinch running for Ricardo Hernandez is number 27, Blake Antle. And now up to bat is Zane Morrow, who went yard in the first inning of the first game yesterday. And first pitch to him is in there for a strike.
Batting fifth, first base number 23, Zane Morrow.
Who's running? What number?
Number 27, Blake Antle. Oh, 1 pitch. Just outside. Ball 1.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Pirates, number 27, Antle.
Pirates with much more appealing uniforms today than that gaudy yellow.
Although they are wearing their home white pants.
1-1 pitch is outside. Home white pants, maroon tops, gold letters, white trim. Pioneers in their home white pants, no pinstripes today. Navy blue tops with red numbers and white trim. That ball is blew just over Bryson Sherwood's glove and will get into center field. And that will load the bases. Bryce Dye will hold at third. And that will bring up the left fielder, Trent Turner, with the bases juiced and 1 out.
Colton punches out to talk to Barry. And again, remember the only out was controversial at best. Got to get out of this. Pioneer offense on fire after yesterday, but they are facing a pretty good arm in Guillermo Gelpi. Fewer hits than innings pitched and more strikeouts than innings pitched, and a 196 BA against. That's tough sledding.
Yeah.
got a high ERA for some reason, but the other numbers look good.
Must have gotten torched in one game.
Batting sixth.
He's
Actually,
only
probably not. He's 1-0, so.
He's only given up one extra base hit.
Wow. Almost all of his runs are earned this year. So, pretty good strikeout to walk rate, 30-11. That ball is grounded to Dio Cornette at second. He will flip to Sherwood, and Sherwood will throw to first and
take your sweet
get
time,
Trent
guys.
Turner in the nick of time. So double play is turned for the second and third outs. 1 run on 2 hits and 3 left on base. Or just 1 left on base because of the double play.
2, I think, officially.
2 left on base for the Pirates. We go to the bottom of the first. Park 1-0 lead.
I think Dio should have taken this himself.
Yeah, definitely could have.
Sherwood had to really fire it. Ooh, man, I don't know if he was out. Close.
So on the mound today for the Pirates is right-hander Guillermo Gelpi, 5.26 ERA, 1-0 in 7 appearances. So playing third base after the Alex Rodriguez ejection is number 36, Armando Ramirez.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 26, Josh Martinez.
What number is he?
Number 36.
Left fielder, number 22, Sean Maple.
And who's catching?
Batting eighth and catching,
Ricardo
number
Hernandez.
5, Caleb Egarin.
25.
And batting ninth in right field, number 2, Joey.
Corey Bradford getting the start in center field today.
The battery for the Pirates.
That is his 13th start of the year and his 28th game played. So.
And on the mound, right-hander, number 3, Guillermo Gelpi.
Slight change to the Pioneer lineup after yesterday's games. Woodley will lead off. Bryson Sherwood will follow. Javi Melendez in the 3-hole. Noah Castillo to clean up. Dio Cornette batting 5th. Josh Martinez will bat 6th. Sean Maple 7th. Caleb Egarin will move up from the 9-hole and bat 8th. And Joey Calamaya will bat 9th for the Pioneers.
Drew Woodley leading off for the Pioneers.
The bottom of the first for the Pioneers. Center field, number 1.
Woodley hitting 272. That's trending up. 7 doubles, a triple. He got that yesterday. Bases clearing triple. 4 homers.
Guillermo off the outside part of the rubber. Short windup. First pitch is in on Woodley's hands. Inside, ball 1. That ball is driven to center field, and Corey Bradford in center field. Shaky play, but comes in and makes it. Drew Woodley is retired.
Low line drives have a tendency to get center fielders trouble in this park because the bleachers blend in with the ball on low line drives to center. Sometimes you get visiting players who takes them a second to figure that out.
Now up is the shortstop Bryson Sherwood, who had a great day yesterday, including a home run to right center field. First pitch to him. Shows bunt. Pulls it back in there for a strike anyway. 0-1. Gelpi deals, and off-speed pitch is grounded right back to him. Gelpi will take his sweet time throwing to Zane Morrow at first, and Bryson Sherwood will head back to the dugout. Now to bat is the third baseman Javi Melendez.
Melendez hitting 339, started all 35 games. 6 doubles, 3 homers, 21 RBIs. His family's in town from Puerto Rico today and yesterday, so extra pressure on the big right-hander.
0-0 pitch to Javi.
Watch yourself. That got him. Nope, maybe not.
Javi, quick reflexes. Pulled away from that pitch. Ball 1. Javi didn't have a fantastic game in the second game of yesterday's doubleheader, but had a sac fly.
Yeah, had a one hit in each game yesterday.
1-0 pitch is foul tipped. One and one to Melendez. Pitch is skied by first base. Zane Morrow will move into foul territory and make the play. So 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on base. We head to the top of the second. Park Pirates up 1-0.
Softball is playing at William Penn.
Pirates 1, Pioneers 0.
Penn. The Pioneers are leading 5-2 in the bottom of the sixth with 2 outs, but the tying run is at the plate. Let's have a look. A quick look into the Oskaloosa. First and second, 2 outs. 5-2 bottom 6. Melodia is facing a slapper, so she's not going to tie the game on this pitch or on this at bat, but let's switch cameras, yeah?
6 to 9 hitters. You know, maybe Maple, Yagirin, or Maple, Calamaya.
What just happened there? Foul ball, 1 and 2. So Melodia, Sarah Melodia.
Or maybe it's just indigestion from my.
Poor girl. Okay.
Leading off the top of the second for the Pirates and batting 7th.
So up to bat first in the top of the second inning for the Pirates will be the right fielder, Yadiel Santana. Pitch is grounded right back to Barry. He will field it cleanly and sharp throw over to Castillo. 1 out.
Throw a bullet over there.
It's always interesting to see how pitchers field their positions and they kind of get awkward about throwing to bases.
It can be. It's a weird in-between throw. It's not quite as far to home. You don't want to throw it 90 with a cut to it, like they're so good at doing.
I just remember Brady Singer would frustrate the crap out of me for the Royals when he couldn't throw to bases. First pitch to center fielder Corey Bradford is outside. Ball 1. Second pitch high. Ball 2.
Bases loaded at William Penn now. Tying run on first with 2 outs in the 6th. Pioneers struggling to get off the schneid. Lost 4 in a row.
2-0 pitch to Bradford is outside. Ball 3.
Bradford definitely taking here.
Good pitch. 3-1. Corey Bradford does not, he just keeps his feet planted. Stays in there. 3-1. Outside. Ball 4. So quick walk with 1 out here. And that will bring up number 2, the second baseman, Kenneth Melendez.
Batting 9th, second base, number 2, Kenneth Melendez.
Pitch to Melendez. Low, ball 1.
Melendez hitting .242, 3 doubles, a couple of homers, 12 RBIs.
Second pitch is inside, ball 2. This will be a tough couple of guys to double up here, but quick hands by the Pioneers might be able to do it. 2-0 pitch from Barry is inside, ball. Oh, nope, in there for a strike. Excuse me. 2-1.
5-3 now. It's softball. Bases loaded. 2 outs.
Did you say 5-3?
Mm-hmm.
2-1 pitch in on Melendez's hands. Ball 3.
And Barry just living behind in the count all game long.
I didn't see his ring. I saw the.
Wow, what a play at softball.
I've got 3-1.
It's 3-1.
3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Melendez thought he had a walk, but Scott not too eager to get him out. Full count once again. Pitch from Barry is outside, and that is his 4th walk of the game.
36 is going to bat.
Now back up to the top of the lineup, but different name up to bat instead of Alex Rodriguez. It will be Armando Ramirez.
So over at softball, they hit a ground ball to the first baseman, but it got by her. But Kelly Stokes, the second baseman, was there.
0-0 pitch, outside corner. Strike 1.
Kelly Stokes ran to cover first as the first baseman was fumbling for it, flipped it behind her to Stokes to end the inning. So Pioneers still up 5-3 heading to the 7th in Oskaloosa.
0-1 pitch, almost hit Ramirez. Pulls away from it, 1-1. A lot of base runners so far for the Pirates, but not much action in the field due to 4 walks already.
Wow.
1-1 pitch is grounded right back to Barry, and he will turn and throw to second. Bryson Sherwood made a heck of a play. Ramirez was not running hard. Bryson gets up from his dive to catch Barry's ball on second, and he will sharply throw to first, and they will double up Ramirez. Ramirez, I think, thought he fouled that ball off his foot.
What's the call here? Let's have a look. Here it is again.
Ball did take a weird spin.
Yeah, it was awkward looking. So he's jogging to first slowly. But he should have been there by now. What's he doing? What was that?
Mondo Ramirez took a nap.
For the Pirates, in the top of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. And after 1
So the Pioneers turn 2 on Armando Ramirez to end the inning. And Barry gets out of it with no damage in the second. We go to the 4-hole, Noah Castillo.
2 double plays have saved Barry. Let's see from camera 3 if that did hit him. Because he started running immediately. If that hits you, you kind of stay there. So let's see what... That may have grazed a toe, and then right now he realizes, oh, I shouldn't be running because it kind of barely touched me. And then what? Why would he stop? Why did he stop right there? Just keep going. The dugout now sees it.
Good heads-up play by Bryson Sherwood.
Nice job, camera 3, by the way, too. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it in full speed and see why. It's strange. I've never seen a play like that before.
leading off the bottom of the second.
So up to bat in the bottom half of the second for the Pioneers is Noah Castillo, the leading average hitter for the Pioneers at .363.
Huge game, too. Went 4 for 4 yesterday with a double and a homer.
Wow. Gelpy out of the windup. First pitch is inside. 1-0 pitch. Castillo pulls away from that one. In on his hands, 2-0. Castillo is definitely in there to hit.
Yeah, he likes to swing it. Not a ton of walks.
2-0 pitch to Castillo, fouled back. Just missed it. Righty on righty, 2-1. Pitch from Gelpy is fouled away in the same spot. 2-2. The 2-2. Good off speed, just off the plate though. 3-2.
Castillo saw that the whole way. It's a nice take.
I think Ricardo Hernandez was waiting for a strike 3 call. Was about to throw it down to Zane Morrow.
Well, they
Throw it
expected
around the
him to
horn.
swing at that one.
Full count to Castillo. Nobody out. The pitch in the dirt. Good AB by Castillo. He will take first base on a full count walk. That brings up a smooth criminal in Dio Cornett.
Batting fifth, second base number 16, Dio Cornett.
Dio Cornett, I don't know why, it just kind of reminds me of Ronald Acuna Jr. Just always dripping out there,
Yeah, he is.
and good, strong right-handed hitter.
Explain to the good folks at home what dripping means.
Dio Cornett is a master with style.
Snappy dresser, little flair.
Yep. Where's the hat kind of off his head a little bit?
Yeah.
Big chains.
Trippy fit, yo.
Yes. Always does well with the accent colors. Just spicing up his uniform a little bit. He takes ball 1 outside. Count even at 1-1.
Speaks a bunch of languages from Aruba.
1-1 pitch. Castillo about a 3-foot lead off first. Pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2. One-two pitch from Gelpy.
Man.
That hit Dio Cornett. Gelpy is living high and in the zone, and he hits Dio Cornett somewhere around the forearm, hands area.
That's
I
four,
think.
4 or 5. The umpire pointed to the elbow because it was possible that it hit the knob of the bat because you heard a little knock, but here, I'll show it again from camera 3.
Batting sixth, designated hitter number 26, Josh Martinez.
Can't
If it got him in kind of the lat area? I don't know. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for the designated hitter, Josh Martinez. Josh lines this one to right field. Second baseman Kenneth Melendez goes out and makes a spectacular play in shallow right field.
It looked fun.
Melendez kind of backpedaling for that one. Caught it and then backwards somersaulted. So Martinez jumps all over the first pitch, but no damage done.
Sean Maple.
That brings up Sean Maple, who had a nice home run to left field yesterday. 2 on, 1 out for Maple. First pitch bounces about 2 or 3 feet in front of the plate. Ball 1. That ball is skied into left center field. Castillo and Cornett are frozen. Corey Bradford calls off Trent Turner and makes the play in left center field. Good play, tracking that one in the sun.
What am I hearing right now? This is Egeren's walk-up song.
Catcher number 5, Caleb Egerin.
So runners still at first and second, but 2 down now. Caleb Egerin will step into the box. Caleb had his first hit of the season, which was an extra base hit. Doubled on the left field line.
He's going to need a triple to score Castillo.
First pitch is fouled back. Sorry, Noah, no offense.
No, double. A ringing double might not do it. A soft double, possibly.
You said that, and I looked at first base and I go, oh, yeah. Castillo's on second.
0-1 pitch to Caleb Egerin is fouled away.
I mean, I shouldn't, I kid, but he's faster than I am.
Oh, when you hit plus 360, you don't need to run very fast.
No. Helpful in these situations, though.
0-2 to Caleb Egerin. Oh, that hit him.
Man, he is just...
So
that's 6 of those that have really backed the Pioneers off the plate.
2 straight hit batters
Again.
by Guillermo Gelpi.
And?
That loads the bases for the 9-hole hitter.
Right fielder.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah.
Bases are juiced for Joey Juice.
Once again.
Joey Juice came through yesterday with a single into right field. Scored a couple runs. And no wonder they call him Joey Juice. He is always up with the bases loaded. See if Gelpi either hits another batter or finds the zone. First pitch is fouled straight back.
We used to not have, you can see where these 2 poles here have been extended 5 feet. We used to not have those, and that would have come right through this window 10 years ago.
I trust you would have saved me.
Yeah, I would have just snagged that, no problem.
0-1 pitch to Calamayo. Off speed is high.
So the Pioneers are in trouble in softball. It's 5-4, bottom 7, 1 out, second and third.
Ooh.
Come on, Joey Juice. One time.
1-1 to Calamayo. Ball is grounded softly to second base. Kenneth Melendez comes, fields it, throws off 1 foot. Calamayo is out at first. So Pioneers strand 3 runs in the bottom of the second, or 3 runners in the bottom of the second, and we head to the top of the third. Park leads 1-0.
3 runners left, and after 2 innings, Park leads 1-0.
Second and third, 1 out at William Penn. 1 and 2 count on the batter. We'll do this like a radio broadcast.
Dang.
Little flare, got to catch it, Stokes. She does. Runner tries to score, and she does. Unbelievable. A little pop-up into foul territory, and she turns into a sacrifice fly to tie the game.
She tagged on that ball?
Yeah. Watch this.
Did the tying run score?
Yes. Kelly Stokes caught the foul ball near the dugout. She has to spin and throw, and
you almost just let that thing go. I don't know.
no, you got to get it out there, and you can't expect them to catch it and spin and throw. But now we have to prevent them from walking this thing off with 2 outs. And we do. We're going to the 8th in Oskaloosa. Wow.
Up to bat for the second time today is the shortstop, Billy Rivera. He takes ball 1 outside. Second pitch is also outside.
Came in hitting .298, 3 doubles, a triple, no homers, 12 RBIs. 13 steals, so he'll be looking to go if he can reach here to lead off.
Two-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Billy Rivera is running away with the stolen bases lead on the Pirates roster. Ball is lifted high just over first base. Castillo tracking, goes into foul territory, kind of has to come back and is unable to make the play. But Pioneers gain a strike on it. Count even at 2-2. Two pitch from Brady is driven right at Bryson Sherwood. He gets a tough hop, but
Nice play.
feels it in his belly button and throws to Castillo. 1 away. Good play from Bryson Sherwood. That brings up the designated hitter, Bryce Dye.
Hitter number 22, Bryce Dye.
Fresh count for Brady. Or Barry, excuse me. And he hits Bryce Dye in the back. So Bryce Dye will take first base on a hit by pitch. And that brings up the left fielder, the catcher, Ricardo Hernandez.
Catcher number 25, Ricardo Hernandez.
So 1 on, 1 out for the Pirates. Pitch is smoked right by Javi Melendez's glove and at third base. Ball will get all the way to the wall, and Sean Maple will hit Bryson Sherwood at the cutoff, and Ricardo Hernandez is in there with a double. Bryce Dye advances to third base. Would have been a spectacular play over there by Javi Melendez, but
That ball was blistered. He kind of tried to forehand or scoop it with 2 hands. It probably needed a backhand, but that thing skittered past him. That was not going to happen.
now up to bat is the first baseman, Zane Morrow, with
First base,
runners in scoring position.
Zane Morrow.
That hit his bat. Oh my goodness.
John Barry throw a pitch at Zane Morrow's head, and Zane ducked, but the bat didn't, and it fouled off of Zane Morrow's bat. So strike 1 in the most unconventional way possible.
Wow.
Oh, 1-2 Morrow. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Not so comfortable on that swing.
I think he's worried he's going to get fed a baseball for lunch, or if he's going to get one over the heart of the plate.
Morrow came in hitting .324, 5 doubles, a triple, 6 homers, 28 RBIs.
0-2 pitch. Ooh, that was nice. But just off the inside corner, 1-2.
Big hole on the left side as Sherwood is basically playing up the middle. You can see him right there.
Dio Cornett on the outfield grass. Man, that ball started at Zane Morrow but broke back towards the plate. Just stayed a little bit too inside. 2-2.
That's down, but called a strike against Rodriguez earlier.
And strike 3, John Barry got him swinging. So runners on second and third with 2 down now. Up to bat is the left fielder, Trent Turner.
Softball has scored 2 in the top of the 8th and are still threatening, 7-5. So that's fun.
Good.
Good for them.
Right-handed batter Trent Turner will face Barry now. Trent Turner batting .290. Wild pitch.
Ooh.
Goes to the backstop. Caleb Guerin blocks it on its way back, and Bryce Dye will stay at third.
Have you ever seen a catcher block a ball facing you in the press box? In his nice hockey style, the word escapes me.
I'm not sure either. I'm not a
Flexibility.
hockey guy. Gotcha. Trent Turner grounds one softly to Noah Castillo at first. Ball is bobbled by Castillo. Trent Turner will reach base. Bryce Dye will score on the play.
Saw that coming the whole way. Yeah.
So E3 charged to Noah Castillo.
Castillo started to cover the base and then retreated to try to field it, and then that ball had some side spin on it as it was off the cap of the bat. That's a tough one.
Now up to bat is the right fielder, Yadiel Santana, with runners on the corners.
Right field, number 21, Yadiel Santana.
And ball skips past Guerin at the plate. Takes a bad bounce off the backstop. And courtesy runner number 27, Blake Antle, will score from third, as he was running for catcher Ricardo Hernandez.
Ooh, who is it? What number?
27, Blake Antle. So that is the second run of the inning for the Pirates. And Trent Turner will advance to second base on the pass ball.
Officially a wild pitch.
On the wild pitch.
Well, remember the first 3 innings in game
1-0 count to Santana. Ball skips past Caleb Guerin at the plate. Another ball in the dirt. And count stands at 2-0 with Trent Turner on third base now.
Dugout really giving it to Barry right now. Park dugout, I should say.
Javi Melendez going out to give some encouraging words to Barry. Says, we got you back here, just throw strikes. Two and 0, 2 down to Santana. Pitch is driven hard to center field. That's a base hit for Yadiel Santana, and Trent Turner comes around to score. So 3 runs now in the top of the third for the Pirates.
Center field, number 5, Corey.
John Barry gave him a strike. Yadiel Santana got a base hit out of it. Hit that ball well to center.
Reset count.
0-0 pitch to the center fielder Corey Bradford in their first strike.
Pioneers are almost out of this with no run scoring, but 3 score.
Ball is
That's a
chopped at Bryson Sherwood. Takes a really tough hop as Bryson was kind of retreating towards the line for that ball, but
yeah, there was no play there.
yeah. Corey Bradford is on first with an infield single.
Second base, number 2.
Now to bat is the second baseman Kenneth Melendez. Will this be the 9th batter that Barry has faced this inning?
Sure. Who led off?
I want to say it was... Man, I don't know. I want to say it was Armando Ramirez. No, Billy Rivera led off, I think. 1-0 pitch to Bradford. Bradford backs away from that pitch inside. Count now 2-0. Two on, 2 out. 2-0 deal from Barry. Right on the outside corner. Strike 1. pitch. Inside, Corey Bradford takes for ball 3. Believe Corey Bradford walked last time up as well.
Anyone in the pen you see?
Burbach.
Logan Burbach warming up. I think if we see ball 4 here, it might be Logan's turn.
3-1 pitch to Bradford. Swung on and missed at a high fastball.
Thank you, Melendez.
Yes, Kenneth Melendez. You're right. So, full count. See if Barry can get out of this. The pitch, runners go, and pitch is high to Kenneth Melendez, and he will take first base on a walk. That brings up the leadoff hitter, Armando Ramirez.
Well, you can't change him now because it's a left-handed batter. You may as well keep him out there, but
Third base, number 36.
this has to be an out.
Armando Ramirez.
So, mound visit here now in the top of the third.
Well, if you can get through Ramirez, and then the Pioneers tie it, and then you've got Dye 2 batters away. You might keep Barry in it until then at least. See if he can maneuver. Just see if you can buy a couple more innings here. You don't want this to be a bullpen game already. Although the Pioneer bullpen is fully rested. It's been a week since any of them threw. 2 complete games yesterday. Pioneers still in this game, but got to get this out here.
Fresh count to Armando Ramirez. First pitch, low. Ball 1.
It was low. Pioneer softball just won.
1-0 pitch in their first strike. 1-1.
7-5 in 8 innings. Melodia went the distance.
Bryson Sherwood will have a happy girlfriend when she gets back.
Always a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah. She might not have a happy boyfriend, however. That's the problem.
2-1 pitch is inside. 3-1 to Armando Ramirez.
If it's ball 4, it's the last pitch of the day for Barry. If it's strike 2, we'll live to see another one. Hopefully Ramirez takes a hack at this.
3-1 pitch is not even close. Ball 4, that will load the bases. And that will be the end of the day for John Barry. So John Barry goes 2 2/3 innings, gives up 5 runs, 5 hits. And it will be Logan Burbach's turn to clean up the mess.
Man, the first 2 pitches of the game, remember how perfect those were? Outside corner at the knees. Looked really sharp, and then it kind of fell apart. A couple of double plays saved him along the way.
Chad, you mentioned yesterday that your older brother is the director of The Chosen.
Whatever term you want to use for it, creator, writer, director, all of
Everything.
It. It's his. All of it is his.
Wow, that is.
He's a co-writer. He's got 2 other guys that write the stories with him and stuff. But everything that's on screen, yes.
Wow.
Dallas Jenkins.
So can you talk a little bit about your relationship with your brother and where kind of
I hate
the...
him. No, he's 2.5 years older than me, so we grew up relatively close in age, and he's awesome. He was a great older brother. Kept me in check when necessary, but also provided advice and wisdom. He was great at everything. Tall, good-looking, best athlete. Fun to have an older brother like that, right?
Good.
You know all about that with Connor.
I don't know about that whole good-looking part, but
Right.
I don't even know about the best athlete. I mean, my sister is...
Oh, yeah?
Uh,
What's your sibling situation?
My older sister, the middle child, has... I think she's run 9 or 10 marathons now.
Well, that's a shame.
So Connor and I really don't stand a chance.
Okay.
Because McKenna will...
And Connor's the oldest?
Connor is the oldest. He will be 32, and McKenna will be 30. So, and baby Oops,
Yeah.
me, will be 21 in
So
October.
you were a mistake? So you've been living with that your whole life?
Yes. Trust me, I hear about it all the time.
We were supposed to be done with kids by now. You are loved.
Yeah, I hope so.
Trying to prove it every day. Thanks,
Yep.
Dad.
Trying to make my own name after I hear Kenna running all these marathons and Connor a MNU basketball
Legend.
scoring legend. I wouldn't say player legend, but scoring
It's
legend.
interesting because he was obviously a really good player, but he was never like the star of the team. He was always
Right.
that second, third fiddle type guy. But when you do that and still have a career like that, that's really impressive.
Yeah. Now up on the mound for the Pioneers will be Logan Burbach in relief. Let's hope he's got a specialty in aisle 5 cleanup.
Yeah.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Billy Rivera steps into the plate.
Burbach is 0-1. This is his 7th appearance, all out of the pen. A 6.48 ERA. And he's about 6'4", 8 feet tall. How tall is he? Is he 6'8"?
He's a solid 6'8",
Yeah.
6'9".
8 1/3 innings pitched, 8 hits, 11 strikeouts, opponents hitting .267. Good numbers this year in limited action for Logan.
Count is even at 1-1. Burbach out of the stretch. Swing and a miss from Rivera. So he's got Billy Rivera by the neck right now with the bases loaded. One-two pitch. Ball just below the knees. Called ball, might have been 2-2.
Where's Logan from? I hear they're talking about he's a Chicago fan. He's an Illinois boy.
2-2 pitch is laced into left field, and play at the plate is not in time. So Corey Bradford will score from third, Kenneth Melendez will score from second, and Billy Rivera has a 2-run single to left field. Both runs are charged to John Barry. That now makes it a 6-run third inning for the Pirates.
Designated hitter number 22, Bryce Dye.
All of the runs this inning unearned, by the way. I think. Maybe one was earned. I think Castillo's little grounder was supposed to end the inning with no runs scored, but didn't happen.
Logan Burbach's from McChesney Park, Illinois.
McChesney Park, Illinois. I don't know where that is.
First pitch to the designated hitter Bryce Dye is outside.
But every town was southwest of me, so I can say it's southwest of where I grew up and be accurate.
1-0 pitch swung on and missed by Bryce Dye.
Mile from Wisconsin.
3.
3 miles from Wisconsin.
One pitch from Burbach. He will turn and check Armando Ramirez at second base, but Armando, a heady runner. Pitch from Burbach is in there for a strike. Strike 2.
Did he throw a little elbow into that one, trying to get hit?
Yeah, it kind of looked like it. May have
Look.
thought that possibly two-seam fastball was going to clip his elbow, but kind of broke back towards the plate.
Oh, stick your elbow out there. You're better than that.
Batting .350, might as well hit, Bryce.
Yeah. Saw him dropping nukes onto the track in BP.
Mm-hmm.
Stick your elbow out there. In a 7-0 game.
Any way you can, huh, Bryce?
Yeah.
2-2 pitch. Is fouled away. Better not hit my car.
You won't. You're under my protection.
Two on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes to number 22. The pitch fouled away.
Heads up. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on.
Pitch from Burbach. In there, strike 3. Bryce Dye didn't take the bat off his shoulder, and Burbach strikes him out to end the inning.
For the Pirates on the top of the
Wow.
Should have gotten hit in the elbow.
4 hits, 1 Pioneer
So
error,
Burbach gets out of the inning, gives up a
2.5 innings.
2-run single to left field,
Pioneers, 0.
but we go to the bottom of the third. Pirates lead 7-0. Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Pioneers will be the leadoff hitter, Drew Woodley. First pitch from Gelpy is in the dirt. Ball 1. Drew Woodley lined to center field. First time up. 1-0 pitch to him is driven to left field. That ball is going to stay fair, get down the line. Ball rolls all the way to the wall. Drew Woodley around first. Trent Turner picks it up. Hits Billy Rivera at the cutoff, and Drew Woodley is in with a leadoff double. Jumped all over that ball and struck it well. So the Pioneers have a base runner early in this third inning.
Shortstop, number 10, Bryson Sherwood.
That brings up the 2-hole hitter, Bryson Sherwood, with a man in scoring position. He takes a first pitch ball below the zone. Count stands at 1-0. Gelby checks Woodley at second. Pitch is off speed, and Bryson Sherwood swings and misses. Looked like he maybe had some words for the catcher. What are you trying to fool me with?
May have hit him with the backswing, too. Sorry, bro.
1-1 pitch is grounded hard to first base. Zane Morrow fields it and steps on first. Drew Woodley will advance to third. So get him on. Drew Woodley with a double down the left field line. Get him over. Bryson Sherwood moves him to third. See if Javi Melendez can get him in.
Second time through for the Pioneers. Woodley got a good swing on it. Sherwood hit that relatively hard. Now Melendez's turn.
We just need to get seven more of them in.
Got to get one before 7, so let's work on this one.
Javi Melendez out in front of that off-speed pitch. Fouls it away. That was Mid-America's first hit of the day by Drew Woodley. See if Javi can tack on another. Second pitch is low. Ball 2.
Remember yesterday in Game 1, it took the Pioneers one time through before they were able to get on the bases at all, so slow starters so far.
Seems as the day progresses and as the game progresses, they get a little bit more comfortable out there. As they should. 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2. Hitters count for Javi Melendez. The deal from Gelby is in the dirt. Ball 3. Javi Melendez nodding his head. Looks ready to go. The 3-1 pitch is driven to right field. That ball's going to get down, and Drew Woodley stumbles at third base, but he will score easily anyway on the Javi Melendez RBI single.
Nice. Yeah, Woodley, his first movement was towards home. Then he realized, I need to be tagging up in case he catches this somehow. Then he realized it was time to go home, and then he wiped out.
So Javi Melendez gets the Pioneers on the board here in the bottom of the third. See if Noah Castillo can help out. 0-0 pitch. Off speed in there for a strike. 0-1.
Nice pitch.
0-1 pitch on the outside corner. Strike 2. Gelby checks Javi Melendez at first. Goes back to home. 0-2 pitch. Off the outside corner.
Just a tiny bit more outside than the previous pitch. Great try from Gelpy and a great take from Castillo. Castillo walked his first time. He's seen it well out of Gelpy's hands. Hasn't gotten anything to hit yet.
1-2 pitch from Gelpy.
Another good take. He's seen it.
Yeah, read that spin well. It was going to break off the plate, and count now stands even at 2-2.
He'll either walk or square one up. He's really locked in right now. You can tell by the way he's taking pitches.
Just what you want from a power-hitting cleanup hitter.
Fastball away, coming right here. I saw the sign.
You called it. And that ball is driven high to center field. Corey Bradford tracking it in the sun, and he drops it. Corey Bradford falls down, and Castillo would advance to second. And Javi Melendez didn't know that ball was going to be dropped, obviously.
Right.
He gets to third base.
It's a base hit. Yeah, it's a double.
Noah Castillo is going to be given a double for that because Corey Bradford was struggling in the sun. Really, really tough play with this sunshine today. So
Second base, number 16.
Corey Bradford looks to be still visibly upset.
Oh, that's a nightmare feeling, man.
And that brings up Dio Cornette. 0-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just got to give Jimmy Garoppolo, man.
Wow. We'll talk about that in a second.
0-1 pitch to Dio Cornette with runners on second and third. Swing and a miss. Strike two.
Well, mostly going to talk about how frustrating it must be for you being in this division.
It's tragic for sure.
After this sack fly, we'll talk about Connor's allegiances on the gridiron. Not Connor, Brooks.
0-2 pitch to Dio Cornette is off speed. He grounds it off the end of the bat to second baseman Kenneth Melendez. Kenneth Melendez throws to first, and it takes Zane Morrow off the bag, so he will have to tag Dio Cornette out. But Javi Melendez scores from third. Castillo advances to third base. Pioneers down now 7-2.
Number 26, Josh Martinez.
Up to bat now for the Pioneers is Josh Martinez. He has only seen one or two pitches today as he jumped all over a pitch in his first at bat. He's up now with a fresh count, 2 down. He jumps all over the first pitch this time, grounds it to second base, and Kenneth Melendez throws him out at first. So the Pioneers get 2 runs off a few hits, and we go to the top of the fourth. Pirates still lead 7-2.
So I want to talk about this real quick. This is Dio Cornette's lack of hustle to first on this play. He's like, all right. I grounded out. I drove a run in. I'm just going to jog. But if he's sprinting, does he beat that out?
He might. I mean,
Maybe. Okay? So maybe he does. And a lot of coaches get really frustrated with stuff like that. I don't know if that, can you give me a hard 90? Is it that hard? You know what I mean?
right.
But
Is Dio a junior or senior?
I think he's a senior.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's going to receive any wrath for that.
Mhm.
But nobody's at second base right now, so maybe he is. I don't know.
Something you definitely want from your senior second
Right.
baseman to set an example for young guys.
Right? And no one's out there. He might be taking an earful. He might be apologizing. I don't know.
Here he
might-
comes.
And he might be getting nothing. Sometimes it's just like, I wouldn't have run that one either. Don't want to risk injury, but there's no injury risk there, right?
Right.
I don't know. I love Dio. I don't want to call him out for that. I'm just trying to explain how that works with coaching. And
Right.
is he mad at him right now? I don't know. It's 7-2. It's not 15-0.
Right.
So
Never know
it
how.
would have been nice to have a base runner there, especially when in front of Martinez. Maybe he pops one. Maybe we're back in this game. You never know. So Brooks here is a Raiders fan. So first of all, how did that happen? Because we talked yesterday. Your allegiances kind of bounce around, and you appreciate teams that play really well and play the game the right way. And then you have a Raiders thing on your thing. So I don't know how that jibes.
Well, as you know, the Raiders play the game the right way.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
flawlessly. I mean, Derek Carr for 9 years has been.
Nobody has any qualms with how the Raiders play the game.
First pitch to Ricardo Hernandez is fouled back. I became a Raiders fan from my dad. I was slowly but surely convinced that silver and black looks good on anybody.
It's true. They do have that going for them.
And we just signed, I mean, talk about it again, one of the sexiest men alive in Jimmy Garoppolo.
He is striking. I'll give you that as well.
So there will be a lot more pretty girls in the Allegiant Stadium seats this year. Yep, Jimmy Garoppolo.
But regardless, whatever, injuries aside, he's not any better than Derek Carr.
He's not. He's not. But at least Jimmy G has a face that is forgiving.
Derek Carr is beautiful, too.
Derek Carr looks like the Sid from Toy Story, the evil kid that destroys his toys.
His crystal blue eyes.
With the black eyeliner.
And a good Christian dude, too. Good believer.
He is. That is
Sid from Toy Story. Come on.
That is one of the best things about Derek Carr is he is a great Christian man, great guy. I mean, you can't dislike him.
I like Derek Carr. I got no problem with him.
Yeah, but I can dislike his game because I'm tired of watching him lose football games.
Okay. It wasn't his fault. How about you're talking about Sid from Toy Story, your owner dude with the funky haircut? Who am I talking about?
What?
Who's that blonde guy with the weird hair? Was that the Raiders guy?
Al Davis' son?
Oh, right? Mark Davis.
Am I right?
Yeah.
He looks really bizarre.
Yeah. Mark Davis.
Definitely looks like a horror movie villain.
Yeah, that is the only bowl cut, or that is the only bowl that Mark Davis will be seeing for a while.
There you go. Antle running for the catcher.
First runner at first base for the Pirates.
So up to bat now for the Pirates.
Oh my gosh.
In the top of the fourth and nobody out is Zane Morrow.
I never put Burbach in the game in the stats.
Burbach misses outside. Ball one.
I'll be right back. Continue yammering about your Raiders. So your dad convinced you that silver and black look good, but so what? So you started liking them?
Yes, I did.
But they were never good in your lifetime.
Right.
0-2.
That ball was driven to center field by Zane Morrow.
When were you born?
I was born in 2002.
So they just lost the Super Bowl.
Yep. To the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and former coach John Gruden.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm a Raiders fan. I think I just wanted to be a part of cussing at the TV.
Okay.
While watching games.
I respect that.
Because
what number is Burbach?
33?
33. Okay.
0-0 count to Trent Turner.
So I grew up a Bears fan, right, being from Chicago. And I was 7 when the 85 Bears captivated the nation.
Mm-hmm.
But since then, it's been a rough scene in the north side of Chicago. Sorry, east side of Chicago. And I've completely and easily switched allegiances to the Chiefs after living here for 16 years. So
wisely.
I mean, the water's warm. Come on over if you want to. We'll take you in Chiefs Kingdom.
I
hate the Chiefs?
I do.
Because yesterday you said you appreciate teams who play well and play the game the right way.
Yeah, but
yes. But you don't like just awesome football, 35 points a game and crazy plays and
my philosophy, I am dedicated to the Raiders. And let's just put it this way. I would rather see the Chiefs lose on Sunday than the Raiders win.
Right. That's a sad existence.
I am no more a Chiefs hater than I am a Raiders fan.
No less a Chiefs hater.
No less a Chiefs hater than a Raiders fan. Yes. Excuse my math.
Right, but like, it doesn't have to be this way.
I'd rather have Sid from Toy Story than Kermit the Frog.
Even that doesn't make sense.
After a 3 or 4 game losing streak by the Raiders.
What'd you say?
You live for the hugs I give you when I'm trying to help you recover from the 3 or 4 game losing streak that the Raiders have.
DT, I understand what I have gotten myself into being a Raiders fan.
He's fully aware of his lunacy.
But some bright spots for the Raiders. Max Crosby, 4th-round pick out of Central
they're good.
Michigan.
They're like, every time we play the Raiders, it's like, man, they're dangerous. How are we going to stop Waller? But then he's not there half the time.
We always get called an offensive juggernaut after we score 42 points in the first game and then proceed to score 6, 12, 19.
Right. Alex Myers into the game for Logan Burbach. Alex Myers has no record. This is his 5th appearance, all in relief. He's only thrown 7 2/3 innings, an 8.22 ERA. 7 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 8 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .343. But Alex Myers, no matter what happens in the rest of his career, will always be remembered for his performance at Oklahoma City last year. Number 3 team in the nation comes in out of the bullpen. What was it, 2-3 scoreless innings?
Wow.
We won that game.
He held Oklahoma City's offense scoreless.
Let's have a look. See if I'm right.
Alex Myers wearing a beautiful number.
He's got 30 out
30.
there. Representing the number of years before the Raiders are relevant again.
I would switch to Patrick Mahomes, too, if I had to watch Mitchell Trubisky throw a football.
You know what I'm talking about?
Man, I don't know who got fooled on him, but
Everybody.
he has never been the guy. Maybe Justin Fields can turn it around. They have a good defense. I mean, they usually get after it.
Fields is interesting. Like, he's fun to watch and everything.
Mm-hmm. Was it him that, did he tear his ACL this year?
No?
No? He played all 16 games?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe it was Trey Lance that I'm thinking of. First pitch from Myers is in there for a strike to right fielder Yadiel Santana. Runners on first and second for the Pirates. Looks like Blake Antle is running for Ricardo Hernandez at second base.
He swung, so it's a strike.
Swinging strike by Yadiel Santana gets away from Caleb Begirin, and runners will advance into scoring position.
Wild pitch. Okay, swing.
So 0-2, 1 out to Yadiel Santana. Pioneers will bring the infield in. And Yadiel Santana grounds it sharply to Dio Cornette. It bounces off Cornette's glove into shallow right center field. And there will be no play at the plate. So Blake Antle will score from third. And Zane Morrow will score from second off the ricochet of Cornette. And Yadiel Santana has himself a 2-run single here in the top of the fourth.
Center field number 5, Corey Bradford.
Oh, that skipped on Dio. He expected it to come up a little higher.
That ball is skied foul into the parking lot. So 0-1 to Corey Bradford.
Scoreboard says 0-3.
There we go.
Not yet.
Corey Bradford out in front of that off-speed pitch. And count is now 0-2.
Mason Hunter, national treasure.
The 0-2 from Alex Myers. Ooh, jelly-legged Corey Bradford.
What was that?
Nasty changeup or something.
What does he throw? Does he throw a split or anything crazy? I mean, that wasn't a slider.
Didn't look like it had much break. Either way, Corey Bradford goes back to the dugout wondering what that was.
It was a hanging curveball.
Up now with 2 down and runner on first is Kenneth Melendez.
Go ahead and take a whack at those if you want.
Myers zips the first pitch by him.
Mr. Bradford.
Strike 1.
Taken.
Pitch from Myers is in the dirt. Good block from Caleb Begirin. One out of the stretch from Myers. Outside, ball 2.
Alex Myers pitched. He came in the first inning after Noah Castillo had struggled against Oklahoma City. And Noah Castillo was kind of hurt with his knee anyway.
2-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Kenneth Melendez. And Yadiel Santana was...
No, we got interference. Show the umpire.
Batter interference by Kenneth Melendez, and he is pleading his case. So Kenneth Melendez makes the 3rd out on a...
Swings and misses.
He is visibly upset. Sounded like Scott, the home plate umpire, heard him.
For the Pirates in the top of the 4th, 2 runs.
Head coach for the Pirates out there arguing on behalf of Kenneth Melendez.
Pirates 9, Pioneers 2.
But it's not going to matter. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Pirates get 2 runs in the top of the 4th.
They're still talking. Zoom in on this.
They lead 9-2.
He's about this life. We need John Boy to read lips here.
Did Scott throw that guy?
No. He's getting heated, though. Scott's usually fair and calm. We can focus better on this, too. Let me try. Hold this.
Man, home plate umpire is giving the park coaching staff his full explanation.
All right, I got to put this in the stats, by the way.
Park's head coach still chirping at home plate umpire. Play's over, so. Up to bat now for the Pioneers is left fielder Sean Maple.
Pioneers, left field, number 22, Sean Maple.
Gelpy out for his 4th inning. First pitch is swung on and fouled straight back.
All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I don't know if I love that call either. He stepped over the plate but ducked. I don't think Iguerin...
0-1 pitch is laced right to Armando Ramirez at third base. Sean Maple hit it well, but right at the glove of Armando Ramirez.
Was that the first pitch?
No. It was 0-1.
Catcher number 5,
Fouled
Caleb
off, that's right.
Begirin.
Out to bat now is the catcher, Caleb Begirin, getting his Second start in a row behind the plate. Ball is skied to first base. Zane Morrow tracking in the sun. And Ricardo Hernandez behind the plate calls him off, but misses it foul. Zane Morrow and Ricardo are going to talk about it.
Come on, camera 3. All right. So
tough play for Ricardo Hernandez.
We saw Castillo struggle over there. These guys just struggled. We saw Bradford in center field struggle with it.
Sun is a factor.
And no clouds anywhere. Sometimes it's hard to gauge those high pop-ups.
0-1 pitch is right on the outside corner. Strike 2. Payoff pitch is fouled away. Caleb Egerin fights that one off.
Okay, so let's talk about Alex Myers last year at Oklahoma City. The Pioneers win that game, they go to the World Series. If they lose, they have to play Oklahoma City again.
0-2 pitches in the dirt.
And we were pretty much out of pitching after a couple of tough 9-inning games that got us to that point. Noah Castillo started that game, got 2 outs before being replaced by Alex Myers in the bottom of the first with 2 outs.
1-2 pitch right on the outside corner. Strikes out Caleb Egerin. And that will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Joey Calamayo.
So Myers comes in, pitches 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 4 walks, no runs. And the Pioneers were able to come back in that game as Myers kept him in it. He got the victory, his first and only victory of his MNU career, and it was the biggest win in program history.
Joey Calamayo takes strike 1 on the outside corner. 0-1 pitch is outside. Count even now with 2 away.
Why does my thing say 2-1, but the board says 1-1? Oh, because I pushed the ball on my own.
Joey Calamayo went around. Strike 2. One-two pitch. And Ricardo Hernandez, Guillermo Gelpi, and Kenneth Melendez were all in mid-stride back to the dugout. They thought it was strike 3, but Joey Calamayo will live to see another pitch. Off-speed pitch is grounded hard. Good play over there by Billy Rivera. He will throw, and it will take Zane Morrow off the bag. Looks like Joey Calamayo was going to beat the throw anyway.
Yeah, base hit.
He will get an infield hit. Good play on a tough hop, though, by Billy Rivera. Joey Calamayo just a little too fast for him.
I once did that, what the catcher did. You know, he started to walk towards the dugout. I once did that as a catcher with a runner on third. And it was such a strike. Right down the middle. I caught the ball, flipped it back to the mound, and ran away with a runner on third on ball 3 or whatever.
First pitch to Drew Woodley is a strike. Drew Woodley last time up doubled down the left field line and scored the first run of the day for the Pioneers.
He's going to clear the fence in this at bat.
Okay. Drew Woodley takes ball 1 in the dirt. Guillermo Gelpi, a lot of confidence on the mound today. Seems to be hitting his spots well. Him and Ricardo Hernandez are on the same page. 1-1 pitch.
Nice pitch.
Right on the outside corner. Good pitch. 1-2 to Drew Woodley. I think Guillermo Gelpi will miss a little bit in this time, and Drew Woodley will make him pay.
Fastball away, fastball away. Hopefully he misses. Paint.
Wow. Sherwin-Williams, get out here. Guillermo Gelpi strikes out Drew Woodley right on the outside corner, and we head to the top of the fifth. Park Pirates with a commanding 9-2 lead.
No errors, 1 runner left. After 4 complete innings, the Park leads 9-2.
Some bickering going on up here in the press box. Chad arguing on behalf of the Princess Bride to valuable Dennis Troyer.
Yeah.
First pitch from Myers in the top of the fifth inning is inside, ball 1.
Well, I've never met anybody who didn't really like it. You know, it's one of those universally beloved movies.
I hate it.
Idiot. And you also like the Raiders.
But clearly my judgment is flawed.
But we established yesterday that you remembered and liked it, so you can't pull that on me.
3-0 now to Armando Ramirez.
In the chat on YouTube, let us know. Princess Bride, was it a 10 or a 9?
4-pitch walk to leadoff hitter Armando Ramirez. Now up to the plate is the shortstop Billy Rivera.
Shortstop, number 10, Billy Rivera.
So Burbach is from just south of the Wisconsin border as well, so maybe not south of me.
Maybe you guys, your schools played against each other.
First pitch strike to Billy Rivera.
I'm from Zion Beach Park, Winthrop Harbor area.
Second pitch is driven off the middle. Bryson Sherwood fields it clean. Pitches to Dio Cornette. Dio Cornette on to first. Double play.
That's pretty.
Billy Rivera, a speedy runner, but quick hands and feet by the Pioneers defense, and they turn 2. Wow, nice play by Bryson Sherwood. Dio Cornette. Good transfer.
Number 22, Bryce Dye.
Threw a strike over to Noah Castillo. Fresh count now to Bryce Dye. Good
Again
pitch.
with the elbow.
Oh, 1 is smoked into right field.
There you go. Elbow.
So
Get your elbow out of there. Hit nukes, dude.
Bryce Dye with a 2-out single.
Catcher, number 25, Ricardo Hernandez.
So after a 2-out single, now up to the plate is the catcher Ricardo Hernandez.
This guy's been on base all day.
First pitch to Hernandez is outside.
Yeah, all right.
Excuse me. 1-0 pitch to Ricardo is smoked to left field, but just a few feet foul. Count is now even at 1-1.
Get this bullpen guy some camera time. Very imposing.
1-1 is off the plate. 2-1. Dio Cornette playing just a few feet off the second base bag. Javi Melendez playing right on the line, third base line. So, slight shift by the Pioneers infield. Huge hole for Ricardo Hernandez to go opposite. And he swings out of his shoes on a 3-1 pitch and whiffs.
A little change ball there from Myers.
Like Myers had him on a hypnotic swirl. Bryce Dye takes off for second base, and Ricardo Hernandez pops this one foul into the stands.
Here's the 3-1 pitch.
Ugh,
Yeah, good luck.
gross. Like a 6-year-old mixing his peas and mashed potatoes. Ugh. Full count pitch to Ricardo Hernandez. Bryce Dye takes off, and that ball's grounded up the middle. Dio Cornette dives, fields it, gets to his feet, and throw on to first is in time! What a play by Dio Cornette! How about that hustle? Man, Dio Cornette with a spectacular play up the middle. Fields it backhanded, gets to his feet, and throws out Ricardo Hernandez at first.
On the shortstop side of second.
Wow.
Played third base all last year, showing off the cannon. He
Man.
wasn't safe. I don't know what they're yelling about. He was easily out. And there's a plane.
I will be telling my women and my women and children,
Start
my
over?
wife and kids about that play by
Will
Dio
ya?
Cornette.
I'm not going to. And I already have both.
Just another day at the office.
Yeah. Hey, baby. Dio made a great play up the middle today. Can you believe it? She'd be like, Dio? Really? It's amazing. Love Dio. My kids would be like, shut up, Dad. I don't care.
Due up for the Pioneers will be the 2-hole Bryson Sherwood, followed by Javi Melendez, and then Noah Castillo. Brandon, I love the Ox today. I've heard Honey in the Rock too many times this year.
I don't
Great
know-
song,
I don't know
but
what that is.
great chapel song, but I've had enough. Guillermo Gelpi out for his 5th inning of the day. He has had a solid day on the mound, only giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, and has painted the outside corner all day long to these Pioneer hitters.
Yeah, he's been really good. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the third, but pretty much in command all game.
Gets to revisit the top of the order.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Pioneers, shortstop number 10, Bryson Sherwood.
Sherwood with the high socks today. I'm digging the look.
First pitch from Guillermo Gelpi. And their first strike. I mean, what's new?
Yeah.
0-1 pitch to Sherwood. Curveball got away from him. 1-0. Or 1-1, excuse me.
Wind blowing out to center all of a sudden.
1-1 pitch right on the outside corner.
Sherwood giving Scott a look. But we've said it before, it doesn't help to have a better eye than the umpire.
One-two pitch to Sherwood is skied into shallow right field.
Tough.
Kenneth Melendez is backing up and makes the play with the sun in his eyes. Good hustle by Bryson Sherwood. Made it all the way to second base on that one. But we'll have to turn around and go right back to the dugout. Brings up Javi Melendez.
Third base, number 27, Javi Melendez.
This is a pretty cool song, too. I kind of like it. Someone's working that trumpet.
Oh, pitch to Javi. In there for a strike. Kind of getting tired of saying that.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 pitch is swung on and missed. Javi was well out in front of that one. See if Gelpy goes back to the off speed or if he sticks with the hard stuff. 0-2. And he sticks with the off speed. Ball is in the dirt, so Hernandez will throw down to Zane Morrow at first and retire Javi on a drop third strike.
Pioneer softball team is up 1-0 in Oskaloosa, game 2.
First base, number 25, Noah Castillo.
Let's see how that happened.
Now up to bat is Noah Castillo.
Allie Van Lanker with an RBI single after a Chloe Smith double.
That ball is driven deep to left field. Will that ball stay fair? It will! Noah Castillo goes yard in this game. And you said it, Chad. Noah Castillo has been seeing the ball really well all day. He's seen double-digit pitches now, and he was all over that one.
Able to keep it fair. It didn't look like it off the bat. Thought it was going to curl around, but
wow.
Nice.
Second base, number 16, Dio Cornett.
So Noah Castillo cuts the Pirates' lead to 6, and that will bring up Dio Cornett with 2 down. Dio Cornett checks his swing. He did not go, and that ball was low. I think Noah Castillo was ready to get 3 on that ball. 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. So Guillermo Gelpy is human.
Right. Who knew?
1-1 pitch in the dirt. Good eye by Dio Cornett.
That fastball leaking up and in on Castillo. He got his hands to it.
2-1 pitch is skied. That ball's going to stay foul, though.
Here it is again from camera 2.
That ball will do some damage to a tree.
Yeah.
The Lorax will have something to say about that one.
One of your top 5 favorite movies.
2-2. That ball is inside. 3-2.
Lorax was probably DreamWorks or something, right? Who made that?
Pixar?
I don't think that was a Pixar.
I think you're right. I think it was DreamWorks. I don't know. I just watch and enjoy. And 3-2 pitch is in the dirt. Dio Cornett.
number 23, A.J. McMahon.
Dio Cornett, short lead off first. McMahon stands in the left side of the batter's box. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back towards the Pioneers dugout.
McMahon hitting 200, 14 for 70. But of those 14 hits, 8 of them for extra bases.
Wow.
5 doubles, 3 homers. He's got some juice in that bat.
That ball bounces well in front of the home plate. Well in front of home plate and bounces over Ricardo Hernandez's glove, and Dio Cornett takes second base on a wild pitch. Count now even at 1-1. Pitch is
skied. Oh, you weren't going to say skied this time. Watch out, people.
Oh, man. Oh.
Zoom in on that. That get somebody?
So the 1-1 pitch was
That got her.
hanging in the air for what felt like an eternity, and landed over near the Pirates bullpen. And hopefully somebody said heads up to those Pirates fans.
Heads down.
The 1-2 pitch.
A random 1-2 walk-up song from the sound guys up here. Yeah. Should have played Help by the Beatles after that.
Gelpy deals. Wow, good curveball. Fooled A.J. McMahon, and that will be the end of the fifth inning. Pioneers get 1 on a Noah Castillo home run. And we go to the top of the 6th. Park Pirates up 9-3.
All right, the Lorax was made by the same people who made Despicable Me. So
Okay.
is that Illumination Studios?
Illumination!
Those guys?
Yes, because minions appear in the opening part of the
that does
movie.
have a nice cast.
Right, I mean, just full of stardom. Rob Riggle, a Kansas University grad.
Betty White, Danny DeVito, Ed Helms, Taylor Swift, Zac Efron, and a couple of SNL alums, Jenny Slate and Nassim Pedrad. I never saw it, but if you like the Raiders and hate The Princess Bride, you might like that movie.
I didn't hear the second word it was. Hate what?
If you like the Raiders and hate the Princess Bride,
You might like the Lorax. It should be on a movie poster.
The only time I was ever a Raiders fan was when Bo Jackson was the running back. They did. I was watching that game. And when he went down, I go, oh, that does not look good.
he seemed confident in the press conference after that he was going to play the next week, and then never played again.
That was rough.
Not football.
Yeah, that dude has to be the best multi-sport athlete ever.
Yeah.
Number 23, Zane Morrow.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Pirates is Zane Morrow. Pioneers are shifted towards first base for Zane. Bryson Sherwood playing almost up the middle. Dio Cornett in shallow right field. And Noah Castillo playing right on the first base line. 2-0 to Zane Morrow.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Outside, ball 3.
Yeah, this game's dragging just a bit.
3-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
Camera guy's still working hard here, though.
Strike 2 to Zane Morrow. 3-0. Alex Myers has worked worked his way back to 3-2.
Oh, he's going to go a 3-2 changeup. Watch this. Buried
In the
it.
dirt. Zane Morrow was not fooled. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. How does it go? Shame on me, that's it.
Right.
Left field, number 6, Trent Turner.
Now up to bat with a runner on first is the left fielder Trent Turner. Trent Turner jumps all over a first pitch changeup or curveball and lines it down the left field line. Sean Maple will go into foul territory, pick it up, and Trent Turner is on with a double. So runners in scoring position
Right field, number
early in this
41,
sixth inning.
Yadiel Santana.
Now up to bat is Yadiel Santana. First pitch to him is too far inside. 1-0. Pitch. Off speed is outside. Ball 2.
I thought it was against the rules to have people in the batting cage in the middle of the game.
2-0 pitch to Santana.
Give me that one, Scott.
Scott says no thank you. Ball 3.
But he was in the cage, just a minute ago. But
3-0 pitch to Santana is in there for a strike. Pirates have scored 9 runs through 5 innings so far on 10 hits. Pioneers have scored 3 runs on 5 hits. And 3-1 pitch is outside. Alex Myers frustrated. He will face the center fielder, Corey Bradford. Or he will not. Believe that will be the end of the day for Alex Myers.
Okay.
And
so
replacing him will be number 7, Ryan Wilwers.
who's going to start game 4? What? Oh, probably Castillo, huh? So you said fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, right? That's the classic phrase.
I believe so.
It is the classic phrase. Here's Michael Scott's take on it from The Office.
Yes.
Fool me once, strike 1. But fool me twice, strike 3.
I am guilty of knowing every line of The Office.
Okay.
Brayton can attest to that. Yes.
and you know what? I don't know any lines of the Office.
DT, let me ask you this. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
I remember that.
You're mumbling. I can't understand you.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, DT. Go home, watch The Office.
The Office. Now pitching for the Pioneers, right-hander, number 7, Ryan Wilworth.
So Ryan Wilwers will take over on the mound. He has a 8.14 ERA. This is his 9th appearance. He is 0-3 on the year. He has pitched 24 1/3 innings, given up 28 hits, 27 runs, walked 16 batters, but struck out 31. Opponent's batting .275.
Dennis likes Costco hot dogs
Eat Costco hot dogs.
and Candy Crush. Don't try to interest him in pop culture.
Watch things on
DT, you would love the Lorax.
It's really bizarre that like
coffee at McDonald's.
you're like a tough guy college athlete, right? That's your identity to the outside world.
Yes.
And a big Lorax fan. I just didn't see that one coming.
I have a soft spot for animation.
Okay.
Another great animated movie is Klaus, a spin on Santa Claus.
I missed that one too.
Great movie. Might make you cry. I sure did.
Okay. Who's number 6 at second base? That's normal. Okay, never mind. We're good.
So the first batter facing Ryan Woolworths is the center fielder Corey Bradford. He went around to strike.
People are shocked that Scott called that a swing, so let's have a look. We have that angle these days.
Looked like it may
We
have
are
been.
big time. I will show you in a moment.
0-1 pitch is off the plate. 1-1.
Did he go? Absolutely not. Scott was like, yeah, you did. I don't need to check. Joey went, though.
1-1 pitch to
Definitely
Bradford.
went that time.
Went around. Strike 2.
Would've
Do
been-
it or don't, Corey.
It would have been funny if Scott had asked for help on that one.
So bases loaded, nobody out. Big strikeout here from Ryan Woolworths. And that ball's grounded to Javi Melendez. He will step on third,
Tag
throw
him.
home, and Caleb Egerin will apply the tag to Zane Morrow, and the Pioneers get a 5-2 double play.
They certainly do.
Runners now on first and second. That brings up the 9-hole hitter, Kenneth Melendez. Good play there from Javi Melendez.
Kenneth Melendez.
Ball took him right to the bag, just stepped on it and threw home. Ryan Woolworths blows it by Kenneth Melendez.
Oh, I don't know how to score that. Hold on.
Oh, 1 pitch to second baseman is low and away, ball 1.
Oh, I got it. Wow. Sorry, what's the sequence so far? Called strike and then looking ball.
Swinging strike and ball
Got
in the
it.
dirt. 1-1 pitch from Woolworths. Right on the outside corner. That is where Guillermo Gelpi has been living all day.
Yeah.
Ryan Woolworths taking notice of that. 1-2. Ooh, good spot, Ryan. Just misses, though, 2-2. Ryan Woolworths seeing what he can get away with.
So we're only down by 6. We have 2 more chances.
6 outs to get 6 runs.
Yeah, this
I like
is,
it.
I mean, it feels like this game's over, but it's, I mean, take it easy.
Swing and a miss by Corey Bradford. Ryan Woolworths blew it right past him. Shouts into his glove, and
No runs,
Corey Bradford,
no errors, 2 runs,
or excuse me, Kenneth Melendez is
5.5 innings.
listening to all that.
9-3.
Let's just cut the deficit in half here.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. Mid-America Pioneers with just 6 outs left to work with and 6 runs behind.
This is the kind of conversation that happens during 15-run games, not 6. Dennis just said, I love red jello.
To quote Dwight Schrute, what is this, Oak? Nope, it's Sean Maple up to the plate.
Nice.
First pitch is in on his hands. Maple didn't agree, but that is strike one.
Do you know the later seasons of The Office as well as the beginning seasons after Michael Scott left?
I do, but
Okay.
I don't like to quote him just because Michael's my favorite character.
Yeah, I mean, the show probably should have ended right there. It would have been just fine.
Yep. Sean Maple swings and misses at strike two. And Gelpy has got him by the neck. 0-2 pitch. And Sean Maple grounds that one to Billy Rivera, and Billy Rivera is high. Billy Rivera's throw is high to Zane Morrow, but Morrow with enough time to come back down and step on the bag. One away here in the top of the sixth. Excuse me, bottom of the sixth. Caleb Begirin up to the plate now with one away.
Look at this bat. Yeah, the guys are talking about their bat in the background. Whoa. Take it easy.
First pitch from Gelpy is driven to center field off the end of the bat, and Corey Bradford comes in and makes the play.
Right field, number 2.
Looks like Caleb Begirin just missed that ball off the barrel. Now up is the 9-hole hitter, Joey Calamayo, with 2 down in the bottom of the sixth. Joey Calamayo jumps all over a first pitch fastball, but fouls it back.
Camera 2, are you good to do game 4 as well? Or were you looking forward to a break? You're good. I'll cancel my son then.
Second pitch is skied towards first base. Zane Morrow is going to call off Ricardo Hernandez this time and make the play for the third out of the sixth inning.
Is that a 4-pitch inning?
Yes, it was. 6 pitch.
I wasn't entering all the pitches. That's my problem.
So no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base, and a 6-pitch inning for Guillermo Gelpy. We head to the top of the 7th. Park Pirates up on the Mid-American Nazarene Pioneers 9-3.
Oh, well.
Top of the 7th for the Pirates. Third base, number 36, Armando Ramirez.
Up to the plate to start the 7th inning is Armando Ramirez. If you are just joining us, Armando Ramirez did not start this game at third base. He came in the bottom half of the first inning after Alex Rodriguez argued balls and strikes on a leadoff strikeout and was ejected.
Scoreboard guy fell asleep a little bit. It's 1-1.
Wakey, wakey, little turd. How are you going to change the world today?
What is that from?
I don't know.
You just made up that quote?
No,
Wakey,
I've heard it
wakey,
from
little
somewhere.
turd?
Wakey, wakey, little turd. How are you going to change the world? Strike 2 called on Armando Ramirez, and that makes the count even 2-2.
So like Mr. Hanky?
I forget what it's from.
What are you talking about? You need to Google that phrase.
Strike 3 called on Armando Ramirez. Ryan Wilwers
Wilbur says good
knocks
stuff.
one
We
down.
didn't go through his stuff, did we? He's 0-3.
Shortstop, number 10.
This is his 9th appearance.
Rivera.
8.14 ERA in 24 innings, 28 hits, 31 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .275.
That wakey, wakey is from a comedian named Tom Segura.
Oh, I know Tom Segura. We don't need to quote him too much
Nope.
around here.
Tom Segura is a very entertaining human being, but not appropriate.
Correct.
Not MNU approved?
No. Not MNU approved.
Dennis, you would love The Princess Bride. You would hate Tom Segura.
0-1 pitch to the shortstop. Billy Rivera is in there for a strike. So Ryan Wilwers is up 0-2 with one down. DT would not like many comedians.
I don't know how much time I have left in my life,
I do.
but I just feel like Princess Bride's going to be part of it.
It will. I guarantee you. It's happening. We're going to show it. We're going to show it.
Against my will.
No, we're going to show it on the campus mall. Don't they show movies out there occasionally on the campus mall? We're going to do Princess Bride someday. And it's going to be, the whole campus is going to be
I'll tell you what.
attending to Dennis Troyer as he watches it.
I tell you what. I don't think that's going to happen because we have to pay
2-2 pitch to Billy Rivera. Fouled away.
royalty rights.
We have to pay to do movies like that?
Pay to do movies, yes.
Because it's basically a theater situation.
$1,000
I'll pay it out of my pocket.
right now.
Yep. I have I have a grand. I have a grand cash in my pocket because I'm a drug dealer on the side. Yeah.
2-2 to the stud shortstop. In the dirt, ball 3. Ryan Wilwers frustrated with himself after being up 0-2 and has worked himself into a full count. Wilwers lifts and deals. Ball grounded to Javi Melendez at third. Throw to first is not in time. Speedy Billy Rivera beat the throw. And Javi Melendez just a little too patient on that one. I think Bryson Sherwood was charging in for it too, and Javi Melendez just waited a little bit too long for it. So with one away here in the top of the 7th, that brings up Bryce Dye, who singled to right field last time up. Bryce Dye swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Second pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2.
He did a little bit. I've been looking for it.
0-2 pitch to Bryce Dye is inside. Ball 1.
Here comes the slider down and in. Don't hang it. Nice.
And 1-2 pitch gets Bryce Dye swinging and missing. That's 2 away now in the top of the 7th. Good pitch from Ryan Wilwers.
It is hard to say.
Ryan Wilwers.
Yeah.
The Goody King.
Catcher number 25, Ricardo Hernandez.
Up now is Ricardo Hernandez, who was robbed of a base hit last time up on a spectacular Dio Cornette play. Wow, that has been a strike all day long, but
It's a touchdown this time.
count is now 1-0. Same spot, 2-0.
Pioneer softball is down 2-1 in the bottom of the third at William Penn. How do you like playing William Penn, Brooks?
Don't ask.
That's tough sledding.
And Ryan Wowers picks off errantly to first base. Noah Castillo is unable to dig it, and
All the way to third.
Billy Rivera will advance from first to third on the pickoff attempt.
So, did that ball bounce? Or
Yes,
was that
it did.
E3? Okay.
It bounced. William Penn, especially in men's basketball, has had ridiculous talent. But,
And we still should have beat them both years.
yeah. 2-0 pitch is smoked to shortstop. Bryson Sherwood on a short hop makes a diving stop and throws out Ricardo Hernandez at first. What a play.
That's as good as it gets at short. Here it is again.
Two at-bats in a row, he's been robbed.
That was him. He got one from Dio last time, too.
Dio got him last time.
What did I just do?
So Ricardo Hernandez has now been robbed of 2 base hits by 2 spectacular plays by infielders Dio Cornett and Bryson Sherwood.
Go to the bottom of the 7th. Pirates lead 9-3.
Cry about it all you want, Ricardo.
All smoked. Nice job, camera 2.
Wow. That was really nice.
Nice.
We go to the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Park Pirates. Looks like number 1, Bryce Perdeau. Or
What's his number?
number 1. Perdieu. Perdieu?
I think you may have gotten it the first time.
Perdeau.
What do you got, Dennis, for a pronunciation?
I have Purdue.
Purdue.
Bryce Purdue.
Let's watch this again.
Man, that ball was on a line. So this game could easily be 10-3, but Bryson Sherwood with a diving stop and strike to first saves the Pioneers a run, and that will make this bottom of the 7th inning a little easier of a task. Still going to be tough to steal 6 runs, though.
Pioneers thrilled that Gelpy's out of the game, I'm sure. How many pitches was that? How many pitches did I record anyway? Not entirely sure they're accurate. Let's have a look. Here we go.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Pioneers, center field, number 1, Drew Woodley.
I don't know. Never mind.
Whatever it was, great outing by
Good
Guillermo Gelpi. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, and is replaced by Bryce Purdue.
Dennis, did you have a pitch count on Gelpy?
I'm sure I did.
Purdue gets us started with a strike on the inner half of the plate.
I bet you can anticipate my next question.
Oh, wait a minute, stats. Let's see.
Curveball starts at Drew Woodley's head, but breaks back towards the middle of the plate, but way too high. 1-1 pitch from Purdue is off the outer half of the plate. Ball 2.
I don't know how to find it.
It's all right.
2-1 pitch. Outside. Ball 3. I think Bryce is thinking Guillermo got that pitch all day long. What am I doing wrong?
You're not Guillermo.
You will never be Guillermo. Drew Woodley fouls the 3-1 pitch off. It is now a full count, 3-2 with nobody out. Good guy to have at the plate for hopefully a big 7th inning. Drew Woodley could have taken that one off the helmet, but ducks and takes ball 4. So the Pioneers have a base runner with nobody out.
So I did some digging in the stats yesterday.
Number 10, Bryson Sherwood.
So I was like, man, Bryson Sherwood has a lot of base hits in his career. 171 to be exact. Like, that feels like it's a lot on the all-time list even. And turns out that's correct. We'll get into that in a second.
Wow. 0-0 pitch to Sherwood is high and away, ball 1.
Third in all-time hits for the Pioneers. Actually, I think I didn't include last year, but Joshua Sandoval. Jason Drummond, do you remember him, Dennis?
I do. I was his admissions counselor.
And he was a VP on campus for a bit.
Yes. He was my boss.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch is in there on the outside corner to left-handed hitting Bryson Sherwood.
Jason Drummond, 185 hits from 93 to 96. And then Jordan Eckley from 2014 to 2016, 3 years, 221 hits.
Wow. He was a machine.
He was. And that misses away, 2-1. So
Conference player of the year?
he was. Bryson is 50 hits behind Jordan Eckley coming into today. So the rest of this season plus another third of a season next year, and he'll get there.
So is he 4th on the list or 3rd?
I don't know. It only goes 3 deep.
2-1 pitch is outside, ball 3. Bryce Perdue has a 7.71 ERA through 9 appearances, has a 1-1 record. He has only thrown 7 innings, but given up 10 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, and walked 6 batters, struck out 9.
Sherwood also has, he's approaching the doubles. Dwayne Kelly had 44 doubles in the 80s. And Sherwood's, I forgot to pull up his career stats so we could go through them.
Full count. The pitch is inside,
Go.
ball 4.
I thought it was an interesting move to take out Guillermo. It's only a 6-run lead. Now, we shouldn't be able to score 6, but you saw us do it yesterday.
Mound visit for the Pirates. Bryce Perdue looks like a young kid out there.
I remember that name, though. I think he's... All right, let me look. Let's look at Bryson Sherwood's career numbers here. Sherwood has 47 career doubles, so he's already second on the list. Eckley had 54.
Up to bat now for the Pioneers is third baseman Javi Melendez, with Drew Woodley on second base and Bryson Sherwood on first base. First pitch is high and inside, ball 1.
Sherwood had 80 walks coming into today. That just passed Todd Garrett, 75 walks in the 90s.
Wow.
Doug Antilla, 77. And Ben Allison had 87. So Sherwood's approaching the walks record as well.
Doug Antilla was a stud.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch is a strike at the knees.
He hit one over the old football
Press box.
field press box.
I heard about that.
Right center. Onto the football field.
It's about where that first bench is by the garbage can.
Perdue comes set and strides. Strike 2.
Hit batsman. Sherwood has been hit 28 times, which is second on the list.
Man,
To Richie Barker, 29 in the 90s.
kid's taking a beating.
Derek Brewer got 26 HBPs in one season. And he's second on the list. I remember that guy. That was my first year.
1-2 pitch to Javi is grounded sharply. Good play by Zane Morrow over at first base. He will step on first.
Man, if that one gets through, you might start to believe a little bit.
I still believe.
You still believe. I don't, but you can. Did he pitch that, flip it to the pitcher, or take it himself?
He took it himself.
First base, number 25, Noah Castillo.
Sharp ground ball took Zane Morrow to a knee. Good backhand play. Got to his feet, stepped on first. Now up to bat is Noah Castillo, who went yard back in the 5th inning. See if he can do some more damage. 0-0 pitch is low, ball 1. Mm. 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. 1-1. The 1-1 to Castillo. Good off speed, but
wow, where did that miss?
Low. 2-1.
Come on, one more base runner. Let's get us dreaming here.
2-1 pitch is grounded softly to second base. Drew Woodley will score from third, but Noah Castillo will go back to the dugout as he makes the second out of the bottom half of the 7th inning. So Pioneers get 1 run and cut the lead to 5 with Bryson Sherwood on third base and Dio Cornett up to the plate. First pitch is in there for a strike. Good off speed. Strike 2 to Dio Cornett. In the on deck circle is AJ McMahon. Dio lines one into right field, and coming in and making a diving play is Yadiel Santana. Good way for the Pirates to end this first game of the day. So after 7 innings, the Park Pirates will take Game 3, 9-4. They had 9 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Mid-American Nazarene had 4 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. Couple of bright spots, though, for the Pioneers. Noah Castillo hit a home run. Dio Cornett and Bryson Sherwood with a couple spectacular plays in the infield. But wasn't enough to gain an edge over the Pirates. We will be back for Game 4. Thank you for joining us.
Love you.